Wild Bill, hoorah, front and center. I'm here today with a good friend of mine and founder of Warriors in the Field, Dave Whitaker. Dave, I just want to tell you, I appreciate everything you do for us veterans in this fine country, United States of America. I just want to tell you appreciate and thank you for that.
Well, and I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
The thing about it is, though, Warriors in the Field can't do what they do without the veterans of this fine country. So the thanks all goes out to you and all the other veterans in this country, not us.
Well, the thanks goes to you too, brother, because, hey, I've been right there with you guys. I've seen what you do for the veterans. Just like the hunt we was on down there at Trophy Hunter's Lodge down there in Blackstock, South Carolina, at Jay Dorsey's,
yeah.
when they're on that hog hunt.
That's a good hunt.
Oh, man, I had a blast on Mr. Dorsey. That was awesome. All us vets down there.
What we have?
We wind up with
six vets on that trip, I think.
We wind up with 8 hogs. Yeah, 8 hogs that day.
Yeah, we had 9 people.
Yeah.
But we had 6 vets.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And we killed
8 hogs.
8 hogs. Yeah.
And what a blast being down there
Yeah.
with Jay Dorsey at Trophy Hunter's Lodge.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have a good time with Jay Dorsey.
If you don't have a good time with Jay Dorsey's Trophy Hunter's Lodge,
something wrong.
Just hang it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just want to tell Dave here that you don't have to do this. And I'd like for you to elaborate a little bit on why that you do this.
Well, the reason Warriors in the Field was founded was it all goes back to my father, who was a Korean war vet.
Yes, sir.
And Dad had PTSD really bad.
I got a little touch at myself.
Yeah. And there's 22 vets a day take their lives, commit suicide.
That's horrible.
And I've told this story a lot in the last 3 years, and it's still hard for me to tell. But January the 4th of '99, my dad was one of those 22 vets.
I remember you telling me about that, brother.
Yeah, and I was the first man in my family that wasn't like, I couldn't be in the service because of a childhood illness that I had, and I was never good with that because I was the first one not to be in service.
Did not be able to serve. Yeah,
I couldn't serve my
that wouldn't be too cool.
So 15 years later, after my dad took his life, my wife and I realized what we wanted to do, and so we created Warriors in the Field. And since then, we have received letters from vets that they've heard my story, that they actually wanted to commit suicide, and they decided if we could do what we've done, and we've moved on, and we've kind of stormed ahead, so to speak, then they can too. And my wife and I, we started this just the 2 of us, and now we have a board of directors. We're an actual 501c3 through the IRS.
Nonprofit, yes, sir.
We've probably taken, I'm going to say we've probably taken 35, 40 vets on trips already. This year alone, we have, I think, about 26 scheduled for trips. Some of them have already taken their trips. We're taking 4 down the New River in West Virginia this coming Sunday.
Yeah, if I didn't have so many things on the agenda, I'd be on that trip,
yeah.
brother. I'd be there slinging, heaving her over there.
Yeah.
But I know you guys do a lot for us vets.
Oh yeah, we do.
And it's awesome. That's all I can say. It's awesome what you do.
Well, I appreciate it.
And I appreciate what you do for us vets, because you don't have to do it, but you step up and do it.
Right. And it's not only hunting and fishing with us. Here in a couple weeks, we're actually going to put a wheelchair ramp in a Vietnam vet's house because he's having trouble getting in and out of his house, and And this is what we do. We help vets. We don't just help wounded vets.
That's awesome, dude.
We help vets.
Yes, sir.
Period.
Vets, all us.
You know, and I wanted to mention too, one of the people that's very special to me because of Warriors in the Field, his name is Dwayne Poland.
Oh yeah. I met him.
Yep. And he's a sergeant in the Army. Spent 15 years in the military. And I don't know how many years he spent working civilian for the military. I'm going to say another 10, 12 years maybe. I'm not real sure on that, but I think I'm close. But, you know, Dwayne saw what we were doing, and he kind of watched us from the sidelines. And then we met one day, and little by little, he started getting a little closer and closer.
Right involved, yeah.
Now he's on the board of directors, and he's now our hunt coordinator. And he's the one that's instrumental for a lot of this stuff taking place, because honestly, I have 2 businesses, and honestly, I can't do all this myself.
It takes time working out to do all this.
And I get a lot of the glory for it, because everybody knows I started.
Well,
but
you do a lot of the work too, brother.
Well, I understand that, but a lot of this couldn't happen if it wouldn't be for other people and so forth. And honestly, especially our vets. It
works as a team, brother.
Yeah. So, but that, I guess that's probably the best summary of it I could come up with, I would imagine. And you know.
Well, I just want to say this part. That Dave Whitaker right here is the founder of Warriors in the Field. And I've been right there with him. And he is the real deal, folks. And I just want to shake a man's hand and tell him, thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you
for what you do for us vets.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate every bit of it. I just want to tell you thanks.
Yes, sir.
And anybody out there would like to help this organization out right here, Warriors in the Field, I'm sure Mr. Whitaker would appreciate every bit of it.
Yes, indeed.
Anything you can do to help would be awesome.
Well, and that's actually one thing that we didn't get to talk about. This organization runs solely on fundraisers and donations, and nobody gets paid. This is all volunteer based. Nobody gets a paycheck from this organization. And I would say 90% of the money that we raise goes directly to our vets. The rest of it goes for gas and things associated with all the trips that we have. Yeah, I mean,
been there.
So basically, in a nutshell, I mean, in a roundabout sort of way, it all goes to the vets.
Yeah, everything. Everything. It's what's.
Yeah, because we don't take any paychecks from them.
Yes, sir.
Nobody ever's been paid. But anyway, if by chance you do want to look us up on Facebook, it's Facebook LTD, or I'm sorry, Warriors in the Field LTD on Facebook. We have a website, warriorsinthefield.org. There's a donate tab on the Facebook page and the website, both. And anyway, anything you guys can do to help us out is helping the vets of this great country. And you couldn't be free to do what you do every day if it wasn't for the vets of this country.
Yes, sir.
And I always say this: when you see a vet, thank them every day, shake their hand, and welcome them home. Don't just do it on Veterans Day. Do it every day.
Yes, sir.
So, from the board of directors, the volunteers, the founders of Warriors in the Field, we appreciate you guys. Anything that you can do to help us. And Bill,
great appreciate it. Thank you,
brother, for your service, and thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hoorah!